that up. Let's get that up. That's what she said. Let's get that up. That's up there now. Again, that's what she said. Stand by. Okay, and we are about there. Hello, I am In Around Plays, and my name is Craig, and we're diving into the mucky, deep, dark depths of Magic the Gathering Arena, and we're going to be playing Brawl like we play every single time, because that's what I do. And today we're playing a Jund deck, and we're playing with Hearthhull, the Worldseed. So, which is a spacecraft from the new set, and whenever you pay 1 and tap, you sacrifice a land, you draw 2 cards, and you may play an additional land this turn. In order to do that, we have to tap a creature and crew the station, and we need a creature with power 2 to do that. Or, if we pay 8, Hearthhull, yeah. If you tap a creature that has power 8, it becomes a flying, vigilance, hasty, big boy, and whenever you sacrifice a land, each opponent loses 2 life. So that's what we want to be doing. We want to be getting our opponents to lose lots of life. We want to be sacrificing lots of land, doing lots of damage. So in order to get to that big ability, we need to have creatures. So I've made this deck into a sort of counters deck, which is my favourite way to play. If you're watching this already, if you've already seen me, you know that's the case. I love a good counters deck, and I love creatures. So we've got the Gitrog, Ravenous Ride, which is going to help us with that sacrificing and putting lands onto the battlefield. It also is a big boy with trample and haste. We've got Roxanne, which we can do a bit more damage to the Bonts, and it also gives us some damage to do to our opponents as well. We've got a Shire in here, which makes all of our creatures lands, so that's fantastic. We can use that to our advantage. And we've also got All Will Be One. Whenever we put a counter on a creature, what we're doing is we can then do damage to our opponent, creature or a planeswalker, with how many counters we've put on that thing, creature. I mean, read the card. I didn't explain that very well. But to get counters, we've got Aurora Boyd, which is my favourite card from the new set. We've got Ride the Shoopuf. We've got Scythecat Cub. We've got Bristly Bill, which is going to put counters on whenever a land comes in. We've got Innkeeper's Talent, which is going to put counters on at the beginning of combat on our turn. We've got some removal in Tear Asunder. We've got Go for the Throat. We've got a board wipe with Toxic Deluge. We've got another one with, not only could it give counters, but it can also exile something if we need it to. Or we can return something from the graveyard back to the battlefield. We've got Roaming Throne, which can double triggers. We've got Glissa, who is just an amazing blocker, really good and great at removing enchantments or counters. We've got Alicia, so we can bring stuff back if we need to. There is lots and lots and lots of good fun in this deck, and when it works really well. Are there better decks out there? Yes, that stands to reason. There are things that I probably don't have access to, or don't know that it works well with this deck, and we'll find out. So hopefully I'll get some viewers who will talk to me about the deck and give me suggestions of what to add. I have 0 wildcards, so we are really relying on what I have, unfortunately. But you don't know what I have. Only I know what I have. So, yeah, let's get into the queue and let's see who we face. In practice, this deck, I say this all the time, works really well. And I'm going to lose my first game. That's just a given. That's how I roll. But this deck is a lot of fun to play with. I haven't really seen any other decks, and I haven't come across this deck too often. I've played this deck with this deck, played against this deck with this, played against a version of this deck with this deck, and it's done well. So, got that lucky? I don't know. Does that mean I'm a good Magic builder deckerer? I don't know. Probably not. Okay, we're going against Cloud Ex-Soldier, which is going to be a Voltron deck. We'll talk about Cloud in a second. Okay. We have a Surveil land. We've got Counter-Giverers. We've got something that can return all lands. I think this is too much of a good hand to play. we're going to keep it. Okay, so Cloud, which has haste. Whenever Cloud enters, you can attach up to one target equipment you control to it. Whenever Cloud attacks, draw a card for each attacking creature you control. Then if Cloud has power 7 or greater, create 2 treasure tokens. So Cloud's going to end up with Death Touch, Double Strike, Flying, all that horrible stuff. And it's going to go very hard. That's what she said. Fable Passage is another sack land, so we'll keep that on top. The only problem I'm having at the minute is I haven't really got any big creatures to be tapping for Hearthhull. So whenever this creature attacks, you get 1 life. Nice. We're definitely going to be playing Aftermath Analyst, I think. So we will. Let's fetch a. Let's grab. That'll do. We'll pay 2 life for that, and we'll play Aftermath. I'm not too worried about them having cast. Oh yeah, I forgot they did the different art version for that. That's going to be annoying. However, it's not going to affect them. So they can make the creature indestructible. Lunatic Pandora. Yeah, they're going to gain a life. I mean, throwing away Halana is a shame. And another way to play lands from the graveyard. Let's get a Swampy Boy in. I mean, we're going to give them life. We've only got 2, so we can get to the first stage. No attack with no points. What lands have we got? We've got 2. Okay, sheltered by ghosts. I'd be surprised if they go for the Allosaurus Shepherd. Oh, I see. It's the seed is dripping on this deck. yes, it is. All over this deck. We'll get that back at some point, hopefully. Yeah, we're not having a great start. But let's... Hang on. Ward 2. I want that back. So, let's play a land and we'll do... Get in view, yes. Yes. 2. It's a bit of a slower start for me, unfortunately. God damn it. And they're up to 30 life, and I'm down to 16. I've got other things to play. Yeah, we may as well do that then. We'll get a green. Yeah, we may as well go in, just bring their life down just a little bit. I mean, yeah. Authority of Concept. Hey, I lose my first game every time, and I said it at the very beginning. Colossus Hammer, 10-10, 16-16. Yeah. do you. I'm getting rid of my blockers by stage. This is not the right call, but yeah, I've lost. I mean, yeah. Good game. Too slow. Too slow. Sad GGs. Sad GGs indeed. Don't be fooled by that loss. That was just a practice. I'm just warming up. Okay, I'm just warming up. The Cloud is just so fast, and that hand wasn't. So don't, you know, this deck does work sometimes. Just sometimes. I'm on a bus and I have no earphones with me, so I'm going to have to miss today's stream. Oh, that's a shame, but thank you ever so much for joining and trying. It means a lot. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. But have a good journey, and we're going against Hearthhull the Worldseed, whose deck is going to be better, maybe. Okay, we can... This is quite a good hand, actually. Cabaretti Revels is amazing, which is going to get us features. We've got some ramp. We've got all the colours we require. Yeah, that's going to be tough, unfortunately. I have got Spelunking in this deck, so we can have stuff coming in untapped. Lands coming in untapped. I want to... I know Raging Ravine's going to come in, but I want to ramp this turn. So I'm going to play it as red. If I play Travelling Chocobo first, that means that will come in with... that'll be a 4/4. I mean, Hearthhull got pissed. I'd really like to get out of levels, to be honest. Which I might do. And then play a tapped land. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play Cabaretti Revels, and then I'm going to play the tapped land. Tannuk is my bonds whenever they play a land. We can now play lands from the graveyard, so that's going to be cool. We'll play you for turn. I'm taking 2 damage, nothing I can do about that. What's good is that they're using quite a lot of their fetch lands, although they're going to also end up with a way to play stuff from the battlefield. From the graveyard, not battlefield, what am I talking about? They always do. Warden of the Grove. Okay, so let's play you. We've got Scape Shift on the turn, so that's great. So that's good. We'll have that enter tapped. So, spaceships. Bibus! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Big spaceshipy boys. Scape Shift is really going to help me here. Yes, they've got my life down a little bit, but... yeah. Counters, bro. Counters. Would have been nice to 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Hopefully, once we've drawn Scape Shift. Also, wow, our sound effects are loudish today. Really? I don't know why it keeps changing on me. Is that better? Or is that too much? Yeah, that's fair. So I can put them on. So maybe they forgot. Okay, we do have a land on top. That's great. So I'm going to play the Worldseed. I'm going to play a land. Then I'm going to play Warden of the Grove, which is going to get nice and big and beefy. That's going to get me another creature. And I'm going to station to tap you, station to tap you, station to tap. No, it doesn't really matter. You. So now you're nice and big. That's what she said. I'm going to sacrifice the land, draw 2 cards. No, I should have attacked first. So that's what I'm going to do now. I have to remember it has vigilance. Okay, now I'm going to do it. I'm such a silly goose. Junned them out. Note perfection there. Brilliant, that's great. Thank you for letting me know. I don't know why it's changing. Bristly Bill is great. We can play a land. And that's it. Everything else is going to start getting bigger. We can play lands from the graveyard. Gitrog, Ravenous Ride is fantastic. We could do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, get all those fetch lands. Damage, which I think is what I'm going to do. I mean, yeah. I think Bristly Bill. First. Why would that come in with... Because it's not getting double. Would have been nice to have done... can I still do it? No. Okay. That's good. So I can do 1, 2 to grab you. We'll have you come in with +1/+1 counters, and you with +1/+1 counters. With the +1/+1 counters, and then we'll do Scape Shift, and then we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, so we want to grab all of the lands that we're going to be. So 1. Can't do that this time. Have I only got 2? 2. 3. 4. 5, and we'll grab that and escape tunnel. We'll put you. Let's grab a green. It would have been nice to have had the mana to play on the left as well, and we'll put another counter on you. Kind of want to build these guys. Let's grab a blank. And we'll put you. Just so we've 100% got all the colours that we require for June. Yeah. And we're done. GG, Hearthhull. GG indeed. That was good. That was good. Oh my god, it's a trigger strain. It was. Oh. You see, when this deck works, it works very nicely. It does work very nicely. There's stuff... I was thinking of putting Micro Tyrant in here. Because I was umming and ahhing about whether that would work. Because initially I had the deck as a sacrifice land and creature deck. So it was really heavy on the black side of the Jund, and yeah, it was creating tokens, constantly sacrificing stuff. So Micro Tyrant would have been good in that version, but I think then I decided that actually Counters is probably better. No green mana. That's a risk, because we need green mana to play anything we have. I think I might have to sad mulligan here. Oh, but there's plenty of mana. Tybus, what do you reckon? Mull or do I keep? It's a very risky keep. Very risky. Okay, that's better. And we've still got Ramp, and we've got the Skewts, and we've got Halana. So yes, I'm happy with that. That's good. 2 Surveil lands, which is an issue, but turn 2 Delighted Halfling. Yeah, turn 3 Halana. No. Yes, no. Turn 3 Hearthhull. No. Another land, I'll take it. And that's right. Oh, sorry, I didn't look what we're in. We're going against Joda the Unifier, which is a legendary creature. Great card. Legendary creatures you control get +X, where X is the number of legendary creatures you control. Whenever you cast a legendary spell from your hand, that's spell, not creature, exile cards until you pull a non-land legendary card with lesser mana value, and you can cast it for free. So things get big, things get silly, things get scary. I think I'm going to start just making something bigger, because we need to station. That's also fair. You mauled it, yes, I did. Yeah. I I definitely mauled on that one. Cabaretti Rebels, love that card. It's probably one of my favourites. But we are playing against Kudo now, so everything's a bear. But we are mostly a counters deck, so let's grab a green. No. I think next turn a Shire. That's going to get us something big and beefy as well. Although, no, it's still only a 2-2 though. But that's really nice. Okay, that's a really good pick. Because Geneva's going to put her counters on other creatures. So, yeah. I'm going to, I mean, the problem is it's only going to be a 2-drop. I'm going to play Lumera. Again, that's great because that's going to really build our counters. Let's get bring up. Good. The back button isn't the delete button on Xbox, so I had to relocate stream. Okay. Let's go with a bigger Lumra. I'm not going to attack in with a Shire just because I don't want them to come and I lose. I mean, Kudo is clever. It is clever. Okay. So I'm going to. I'm going to. So I've got 4 mana left. No, I've got 5 mana left. So I could get Rog. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna. Let me think. Let me grab a land. Let me use my noggin here. I'm gonna just grab another green. I'm gonna tap you for black. And then I'm gonna pay you. That's gonna get me another big piece. I'm gonna put counters on Lumera and attack in with 8. I think Scape Shift would be amaze balls. I think the Scoot would be good. Especially because obviously all of these creatures are lands in addition to their other stuff, so to get a lot of 2/2 stuff, it's just going to give you those chunk blockers. They're obviously the game. That is an interesting choice. I have got a wife, but it would kill everything. Okay, I've returned all the lands, and I've got Enterish Restoration. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put the counters on you. I'm not going to attack in. I'm going to do that to station with you. The problem is these are just going to get bigger and bigger. Then I'm going to do what lands have I got in there? I've got 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to do Entish Restoration, and I'm going to get rid of you. And I'll get a 1, 2, 3. That's going to get me lost. I'm going to sacrifice that. I'm going to lose. That's it, unfortunately. 2 life, sorry. Yeah, the wipe that I've got is so I still could do that, couldn't I? I could do tap that for 1 green, 2 red, let's tap 1 and 2. We could do that. Yeah, it's Toxic Deluge, so yeah, that would kill everything that I also have. Let's grab a swan, and let's get some more critters. I mean, the beautiful thing, I guess, about this deck not the beautiful thing about this deck. I think if I attack with everything next turn, symmetrical wipe, yeah. I mean, what other board wipes are there? There's a new one in red, isn't there? With Edge of Eternities, which I think I might have, but I'm not sure what it does. I can't remember. The only black one I have is what's that? What's that now? What are you doing? Any guy swing out next turn? Yeah. They're getting their own Genova. I don't think they're meant to tap Frodo. Yeah. GG. Oh, it was a good game. I enjoyed that. That got my brain thinking. What was I saying? Board wipes. Yeah. There's Toxic Deluge in this, but obviously it would have slowed them down, but it would have got rid of some great cards. Although long ones. My favourite Magic card. I saw this on sale the other day, and I was like, yes, I have to have it. It's mine. We're playing against Thronebreaker of Silence, which is indestructible. We'll go through it. I can't remember, but it's a nasty card if I remember rightly. So we're going against mono green. No big, another time without big we've really got on that. keep it. Right, this spell can't be countered. Trample can't be target of non-green spells your opponents control or abilities from non-green sources your opponents control. During your turn, Thrun has indestructible. Good grief, excuse me. Play yield. Black side. And we may as well get up. We should have put that out on the board. Silly goose. I mean, we're playing against green, so we've got some enchantment. They also will have enchantment death kill. Roaring Earth is going to give them counters. Cabaret Revels there. Do I want to kill it? Do I want to kill it? Cabaret Revels. Yeah. I'm going to do that now. Okay, I've done it. I've done it now. It's too late. I've done it. I've done it. But I could do... let's get you out. Nice. Just swinging again. Nothing to give us counters. And there is stuff in the deck to give us counters. The question is now, which one do I get? I mean, I could save that to get rid of Thrun. Got nothing that's going to make them cheaper with that. Cat, I don't think it matters against this deck. So now we can sacrifice the land and draw 2 cards. So I think I'm going to do that, to be honest. Let's get rid of Swampy Boy. Let's draw 2 cards. Let's see what we get. Two lands. Okay. Not helpful, guys. Not helpful. I'm going to risk it. Given everything trample. Like, it's green, so they're going to be playing with... You see, I could pay 4 though. Yeah, no, I think I'm just going to continue stationing it. Yeah, okay. Interesting. What? Wait, what? Wait, what? Thank you. GG, I guess. Obviously they didn't have what they wanted and I was making a quicker start, maybe. That would have made my day, had that continued to be on there. If they hadn't conceded. But maybe that's what I need to add. Some more enchantments that give +2/+2 or +3/+3 or... Yeah. Something to think about. If you want the deck list for this, it's in the YouTube description. And it's also listed on Twitch, if you're watching on Twitch. Okay, we've got creatures that get bigger. We've got ways to make tokens. We don't have good land, though. I'm going to have to mulligan that one, unfortunately. Okay, that's That's okay. Let's evolve in wilds and we'll get a... We may as well. Alright. I didn't know who we were playing against. So we're playing against the Masturbator Ancestor's Voice. At the beginning of your end step, put a number of +1/+1 counters on up to one target creature you control, equal to the amount of life you gain this turn. Return up to one target creature card with mana value 3 or less, or equal to the amount of life you lost this turn from your graveyard to the battlefield. Nice. That's going to work really well with Helena and Elena. Early on, so whenever they gain life, they're going to be able to get a +1/+1 counter. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I think I'm just going to start doing the thing. So now we can sacrifice a land. They may have ways to get rid of artifacts. So that's a shame if that's true. Moondancer, whenever you get back, +1/+1 counter on that creature. Ooh. I like that. Okay. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's create a treasure. We can do this to put a +1/+1 counter on this. Then I can do this, and I can stay with 5. Then I can attack in. If I was to do that, I'd do 2. That would be tapped. I'm going to end the turn there. What would make this the perfect card is if it was damage, because then it would work really well with things like Seraphim. And so I'm going to do that. I'm going to sacrifice a green. Yeah, it's a pity I can't do that twice. Just to the face. 1 for the thingy. Oh, I could have killed Trellis. Alright. Oh, I'm a silly goose. I could have done that to Trellis of Sara. Oh, I'm an idiot. Yeah, I'm an idiot. But I think I can still see, warp isn't sacrificing, is it? So that's not gonna do that. Let's do... Right, hang on. I'm going to sacrifice that for green. To do 1 damage to the Bonce. And then I'm going to put another... I think we're in quite good space. They're going to get 3 life. They're going to be able to put counters on stuff. 8th Flux Reservoir, if they get to 50 life, they could kill me. Having said that, if they attack, they're going to have to deal with Mossborn Hydra. So they could get another 4 life. They're popping off a little bit here. What I really need is money. They're back up to 12. But then Heliod is also up to 12. Okay, if I do a Shire, 8 treasure token. Maybe that wasn't the right move. I'm not getting another land. I could do 1, 2, 3. I could tap you for green. Okay, so it's not a board wipe, and they're going to do the board wipe. Yeah, I think, yeah. Yeah, I probably should have blocked the 12-12, but I didn't want to do math. So that loss was definitely on me. It would have bought me another turn. They would have board wiped. I would have had nothing to tap. Masturbator brings stuff back. Grist. Grist is a slug that that becomes a planeswalker, and it's got death touch, and it's nasty. We've got some ramp. We've got Scythecat Cub for counters. We've got a Shire. And we'll have access to all land. Okay. Yeah.
Hunger plant.
I'm going to grab a... I'm not going to surveil. I'm going to grab one of you. To pay 2 life. Play Utopia Sprawl to do that, and we'll give it. Black. So that means next time we could do side pack up, make it bigger. So yeah, Grist. Whenever a Grist or another creature you control enters, if it entered from your graveyard or you cast it from your graveyard, you may pay 1. If you do, exile it and then return it, and then it creates insects and does other stuff. It's I've never played a. Now here's the thing. This is where I'm jinxing it. I've never played a Grist that beat me, to my knowledge. We may as well surveil this turn. So let's get red-black. Sidecat Cub, a spec bigger, and another land. I'll take it. That's fine. They are going to possibly have removal. Ride the Shoopuf, and that's pretty much it. Because it's non-creature, isn't it? I think they desperately wanted to pick one of those. Yeah, I think while there's not that much damage on this, I'm just gonna station 5, I think, because that's fine. I'm almost there to getting a flyer. So that's fine by me. The Spinner of Souls, I can put creatures and do stuff. When another non-token creature you control dies, you may reveal cards from the top of your library until you Problem is going against a Death Toucher with Anzrag. Okay. Unless they've got some artifact removal, we're in an okay state. They can cast it on the top of their library. Thing is, they want stuff in their graveyard. Maybe I should have the Jukabog. Hello, Josh. Thank you for joining. Thank you. They're both scary cards. Yeah. Okay, we've got a way to bring stuff back from graveyard. That's nice. It's against the deck, but I think I'm Stompy Boy out. And I'm going to attack. 4-7. Yeah. What's great about Alicia though is I should have made him played Alicia. Josh, I thank you ever so much for your Kavu deck. I've added it to Arena and I've created some of the cards. I think I need probably about 7 wild cards. To finish it, but I think it looks really nice to play for a cheap sort of not cheap in terms of wild cards. So I'm going to do another stream with it in the future. Let's put a +1/+1 counter on you. Let's play Alicia. It's the Death Touch. I don't want to give up one of these creatures, but we've now got a first striker. We're just going to have to keep doing the damage in the air. Nothing to bring back. Yes, still been getting a couple of wins with that one too. Yeah, fine. Not a problem. I have other ways to bring stuff back from the graveyard. Hang on, what's that do? Too late now. I didn't block. And that's it. GG. We'll play Ashaya for turn, just because we can. And we'll put a +1/+1 on you. I probably should have saddled Gitrog, to be fair. I mean, what's great is that they're that we're getting additional combat phase, so that's nice. I think I'd rather... Oh, I can do both. I kind of want to pick up Hearthhull in paper. Looks like it plays similar to a Windbreak deck I used to have. Yeah, I've not seen the deck list for the... I think I quite fancy getting it as well. It's cool. Yeah, I like it. I love Ansrag. It's such a good card. GG, GG, G. So the record of never being beaten by Grist is still on the table. Yeah, Josh, I built this deck as a counters deck rather than anything. I'll show you the deck. There's probably cards I'm missing. I was thinking of Myco Tyrant, However, I don't know how else I could make that sort of work in this deck. But yeah, I've made it as a kind of countery deck. Originally, I had it as a sacrifice everything deck, so Mike would have fitted perfectly in it. But then I thought, actually, probably counters is probably a better way to go with it, just so you can get it stationed ASAP. So yeah, that's how I've gone with it. If you leaned more into the sacrifice mill theme, it would be good. Yeah, that's the problem. I don't really have a lot of self mill because I've wanted to build a micro tyrant deck anyway, but I've not really been able to make it work with the cards that I have. So that's the downside to it. But yeah, I think tomorrow's stream, I'm not going to do Edge of Eternities. I'm thinking of playing with Frodo because I've not done a stream with Frodo. And yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Yeah, so originally it was a sacrifice, grave pact, sacrifice creature, sacrifice land, sacrifice everything kind of deck. But I was finding that I wasn't having anything to station for it, in order for it to work well. It wasn't really having the stuff to station Hearthhull. So yeah, okay, we've got Ansrag, we've got some ramping, no red, but I can fetch a red with Entish Restoration. I think I'm gonna keep it. I'm going to keep it. Yeah, I'm going to keep it. We're going against Daedrine, which is one of the new Selesnya decks. Nice art, I like that. Daedrine enters with a number of +1/+1 counters on it equal to the amount of mana spent to cast it. Whenever you cast attack, you may remove a +1/+1 counter from it and you create a token. That's 2/2. Yeah, I built one of these decks. It was the first Edge of Eternity deck streams I did. I love Selesnya. I love Sovereign Akanakau, one of my favourite decks. Sorry if that deafens you if you're wearing headphones. I think it's definitely going to be a race of who can get there quicker. I've got nothing to play this turn, so I may as well play that, which is going to come in tapped, which is going to give me the access to red. So that's cool. Let's do... Maybe it would have been better not to play that this time, to be fair, and go for Maiden and Devil instead. I'm going to Swamp It, and then I'm going to play Hearthhull next turn and play Amazrag. And that means that I can station Hearthhull straight away, and then I can play Riveter's Overlook and damage, or not. Or not. Oh, Soul. Ah, nice. Nice. Okay, fine. You want to play it that way? Let's play it that way. What have you come in as a red? Need one more mana. I think I might have to enter Restoration next turn. Are we going to see Daedrine this turn? Incubation Druid, such a good card. They really slowed me down with that bloody spell. Let's just do the damage to the face. That's what I love about Mayhem Devil. When they're sacking lands, it hurts them. Okay, they have a flyer. Okay, let's try this. I'm going to attack in for 6. Kill them next turn with escape shift. However, can I survive? So that'd be 11. Kill. Wait, no, I'm not. I'm going to kill you. And then I'm going to kill. I'm not going to kill you, but I'm going to. No. I'm going to just block you with the fuel tank feature. So let's do scape shift, and then we'll get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then dead. GG Diadrine. Treasures 2 feels pretty good, yeah. Yeah, that's the beautiful thing. I really when I saw it, I was like, hang on a minute, that's awesome, because I just thought it was mine, and yeah. Really good pick for this deck. So if anybody's watching, and it's a 3/3, so it's quite good for stationing as well to get to that 2 point. So yeah. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. Have you built a deck for this one as well? I'd love to see your version. And the fact that this doesn't come up when you search the set as well. So people don't even know of its existence, which is a bit of a shame. Same with Kilo and the other 2 precon. Well, there's like 4, isn't there? There's 4 precon commanders, and then there's other cards that come in the precon. I don't have this card on Arena. Definitely recommend it if you like going big, going hard. Mayhem Devil again, that's awesome. Spelunking, really good card in this deck. We've got no way to give counters, so loading zone's not really going to help us at the minute, but that could change, and I don't have access to green. It's a risky keep. I try not to spend too much money on Arena. Yeah, I've only started because it's I stream it every day and I play it every day. I was free to play until Aether Drift, I think, and then I started doing the mastery passes. I guess I could cash in a wild card if I had one. Yeah. It's a risky keep. I think I'm gonna have to mulligan. Okay. Yeah. We've still got Tireless Provisioner. We've got some. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's alright. So, Riona, Fire Dancer. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create X tokens that are copies of another target creature you control, where X is 1 plus the number of instant and sorcery spells you cast this turn. They gain haste. Exile them at the beginning of the next end step. Mono red. They're going to be going fast. They're going to be going hard. I like building Field of the Dead with these types of decks. Field of the Dead. I don't know that one. Not that I can remember anyway. And we're going against my arch nemesis. A mono red deck. We'll Surveil this turn. Fabled Passage. As much as I hate blue, if you watched the last stream, it's bad. Sacrifice this creature, it deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker. So that could kill Allosaurus, it could kill Tireless Provisioner. But then I can bring it back with Desperate Rescue. So next turn into Tireless Provisioner. Let's start getting those treasures. It has an ability where if you have 7 differently named lands, when the land enters the battlefield, make a 2/2 zombie. That's cool. When Queen Brain attacks, they're going to create a 0/1 wizard. Let's do you, and then we'll to attack. I'm going to hold fire on that one. Yeah, so that creates a wizard, and then whenever they play a non-creature spell, it does 1 damage to my face. Okay, asshole. Yeah, I'm just gonna take it. So really quick is red, especially with prowess. There's so many spells that just kill all your shit. Right, come on, use my noggin. Once Roxanne's out, I can do a bit more. So I'm going to do that to bring back that to my hand. And then we're going to recast it. Right, hear me out. Then Roxanne next turn. Because I'm going to create, if Tireless Provisioner survives, which I'm not saying she will. Unfortunately, it's banned in Brawl. Really? I'm a jerk with it in paper though, yeah, I can imagine. I wonder why they banned it in Brawl. It's a shame, yeah. No, I'll get that way to bring it back. That's not a problem. We're going to get another wizard. Just a pity Roxanne doesn't have haste. Get rid of you. They could thunderbolt or something. All right. Let me think. Play that return. Then restoration clean up those wizards. Yeah. Then I'm going to do that. To do three. Yeah, I should have. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm a bloody idiot. Yeah, I wasn't sure if they'd want to trade, so I was an idiot. Yeah, you're right. I should have got rid of those wizards. I'm a fool. GG. That was my fault. That was my fault. I'm an idiot. I am an absolute idiot. What a bell end. GG. Yeah. If I'd have just killed those wizards, got rid of them all, that would have been done then, wouldn't it? Fool. Ah, you live and learn, these things happen. I'm kicking myself. Please stick with me. I'm not bad all the time, I promise. Okay, so we have access to green, but we can't play Utopia Sprawl. Or a Void and a Shire. We're playing against a Boros Nahiri deck. They're going to be fast as well. Keeping it, I think. I'll be back. You're leaving, aren't you? You're leaving. I don't blame you. Leyline Axe, so they're going to get double strike. So whenever an equipped creature you control attacks, exile the top card of your library. Sunrise. Exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. You may cast equipment spells this way without paying their mana cost. I mean, Ozolith and Oriora Boyd are really good together. Leyline Axe is worrying me slightly against an equipment deck. Let's play that to play Ozolith, the Shuttered Spire, which is going to give us extra +1/+1 counters when we get them. Next turn, I guess Tyler's Provisioner. Just get started. Be right back. Going to check out this sunset. Go back. Go right. Yeah. I missed that and then saw sunrise. Didn't understand it. I'll come back to that in a second. Oh. I think that's definitely a better play than Tyler's Provisioner at this stage. I need another green Mara for Oriora Boyd. So I could create. Create. Or I can slow the game right down. Toxic Deluge. I don't know if that was the right call, but okay, maybe not. Bloody life. 16. Fucking mental. Excuse me, friend. I mean, there's no way that I can win this. I don't know how I could. Yeah. GG, that was very well played. Yeah, even doing the board wipe had zero effect. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Voltron can go so hard. Leyline Axe in your opening hand. And with a name like TKO, it wouldn't surprise me if that was a bot. That's going to be my excuse, okay? And I'm going to stick with it because I can. It's Sunday and fine. Right. Kaikar wins Fury. Bird versus Spaceship. Ice Till is great in this deck. Ozolith is good. Tannuk is good. We've got the mana. We're sticking with it. No ramp, unfortunately. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. Sacrifice the spirit, add 1 red. It would be amazing if we had Cavern of Souls or something like that. They're going to have board wipes, exiling, counters, countering, doing damage. That's what they're going to do. They're just going to be one of these annoying players. Yeah, and with things like Elspeth, yeah, it's going to be really nice for them. But I believe in this deck. I have shown that this deck is a good deck. I believe. Really going to help us this turn, but let's go with Tannuk against the Puppet Stitcher. I mean, let's grab a red. No attacks. Just sit here. It would have been nice to have gotten the +1/+1. See, Elspeth, I called it. How is it that these folks have everything they need when
so
they
long
need it?
as we fight.
That's 2 games in a
More
row.
heroes for the cause.
Mental. But then somebody playing me could say so. Yes, so that kind of makes sense. Alright. That's good. I want to play you. And I want to play you. Because then we can play you. Let's get a +1/+1 counter on you. Just so we're getting out of that red kill spell would be good. And then we'll do 1 damage to... let's get rid of one of their flying spirits. Let's grab a green. Counter on you. Nice. Okay. Then we'll play another Cabaret Revels. You. Get rid of another one of their doodads. And we'll grab another green. I should have grabbed a... and we'll put another +1/+1 counter on you. And then I guess we'll go in for turn. They're going to have lots of removal. Just the way it goes. More tokens.
Peace!
I don't blame them, to be fair. I really don't blame them. They do have ways of bringing it back. So hopefully we will pull that. No. So we'll do that. We'll do that. Play you so we can start getting some life. We'll play you. The problem is we're going to get lots of defense in the air. Getting trample would be really nice.
And seize your destiny!
I'm going to attack first. Block first, just get rid of one of their doodads. And then I'm going to do that, and then we'll get rid of a forest. GG. I mean, okay, I'm not entirely sure why they did that, but fine. I'm not sure I deserved that win. I think, given everything +1/+1, I probably should have been going for her right from the get-go. But I'm an idiot, as you all well know. Because I bought Sovereign off a knockout yesterday, I'm not a rare. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. What do I want to get? I don't care. You look nice. Let's grab you. Okay. God, there's so many cards that I've been like, oh, when I next time I get a rare wild card, that's what I'm gonna get. God, my stomach's really rumbling. I wanted the mill orb. Because as I was talking to Josh, I want to make a Myco Tyrant. So mill would be good, but I think that's mythic, if I remember rightly. It's an orb. And it's colourless. Mesmeric orb. Yeah. What else have I wanted to get? I don't know. I'll think about it later. What am I talking about? I don't have to decide that now. Yeah, I'll think about that later. Right, let's go back into the queue. We're doing all right for wins today, to be fair. Got a fairly good balance of wins and losses. The losses mostly have been my fault. And that's just because I'm a terrible Magic player. So if you're new here and you miss those losses, that's exactly why. We're playing Trout Lord, which is a great name. Sorry. Only 2 mana. We do have Ruby, but no red. Ruby Red. That was the name my daughter named our first car, which was a red Renault Clio. And she was 3. And she'd call it Ruby Red. And then she also said, she always used to say when she wanted to watch The Hunchback of Notre Dame, I want to watch Hunch. Okay, GG on that. That was a tough one. I want to watch Hunch. Sorry. That just, seeing Ruby Red just took me right back for just a split second. Anyway. GG. When this artifact enters, tap up to 1 target artifact or creature and put 2 stun counters on it. Question. Don't know if anybody knows this. But when they take off being able to buy Lord of the Rings packs from Arena in November or whenever it is, will you still be able to access the cards using wild cards, or is it just gone? That's a question I don't know the answer to. No green. We have removal. No green, no creatures. I'm not doing that. That's good. That's much better. Okay. Yes. Yes, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it, folks. We're doing it. Shouldn't have did that. Idiot. But I'll play it this turn. We're playing against Mirror, Shield of Archive, which is an amazing token creature. It will stop me from being able to play spells on their turn, which is fine. Because I won't be playing spells on their turn. I think I'm going to have to use Terra Sunder to kill. So whenever they attack, they create tokens equal to the number of soldiers they control. I could do Utopia Sprawl on you. And we'll make a red. So yeah, so it's going to create X/1/1 colourless soldier artifact creature tokens where X is the number of soldiers you control. I'm thinking Spelunking next turn is what I'm thinking. So another soldier, so that's going to create them 2, 3. No blocks from it. Spelunking gets me card draw. Nice. And then we'll put Evolving Wilds onto the battlefield. Nice. And then we'll tap that for, let's grab I'm going to keep Tear Asunder. Just because I'm playing against mono white, so they could have the enchantments that like exile creatures, so they could exile Bristly Bill. At least this way I can block Mirrell and stop them from creating any more tokens. I can't block Crusader of Odric because that's just too... Oh, I can't play spells on their turn. Fuck. I was like, ah ha ha, ha ha ha. But I said that was going to happen. God damn it. Yeah, what can you do? Mono white, token deck. They had exactly what they needed. And they managed it. Mirrell though, yeah. Real difficult to deal with. If they didn't have that enchantment, then yeah, it would have been fine. But not being able to cast spells on their turn was just shit. Yeah, I had no hope on that one. Okay, so we're going against Azori, Stalker of Spheres, which is a Simic deck. Okay, we're good for mana. We've got some creatures that can get big. I love Warden of the Grove. If you can keep it alive, that is. So, yeah, let's do it. I'm thinking, do I fade a couple of lands? I've got no turn 1, turn 2. I'm going to fable it with black, I think, just so. Yeah, let's grab a swamp. I'm going to do Game Trail next. Travelling Chocobo is phenomenal. So next I'm going to do Warden of the Grove. No. Yes.
If you wish to surrender now, I understand. I have just the trick for
this. You may
this.
reveal a non-creature, non-land card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library. Haste would be good. When Azori enters, you may pay 3. If you do, proliferate twice whenever you proliferate. Oh, so this is going to be a Planeswalk deck. Bloody hate blue. You may see Rage. If you've not witnessed my Rage, you may see it. It's a lot of inward rage that I tend to push down deep into my balls. So, yeah. Travelling Chocobo into the Impulse. Nice indeed. Mossborn Hydro.
Keep an open mind.
So I can't take out Narset. I mean, they're going to have a way to enchant Mossborn Hydra, return it to my hand, do something crappy. I'm also thinking Oriora Boyd. So they'll be able to get to the Stroke of Midnight, they'll be able to put everything into their, from their graveyard into their library. I'm going to name human because that's probably the most prevalent. I mean, let's just go for the face. Unless they can deal with my spawn. Oh, I fucking hate blue. There you go, saw a little bit of the rage there. Just a speck of the rage. Just a speck. I do try and push the rage down into my balls. I think they can deal with my spawn. Yeah, they dealt with my spawn.
Meditate and prepare.
I'm just trying to think the best way of being able to kill them next turn would be to play Lumra. What have I got in my hand? Triggers. And GG. Yeah, Lumra wins. Yeah. The rage that I felt for River's Rebuke could not be underestimated. It was vast. Because I think it's the worst card ever created on the history of the planet to play against. I don't own it. I don't want to own it. I've never had the appeal of getting it. I just think it's such a ball ache. And blue players can do one, you know. And I hope they all get itchy assholes. Although, you know, I don't mind playing with blue, so I am a hypocrite. And I do understand my own hypocrisy, but I just wish that they'd all get itchy bum holes that they can't scratch forever. Right, anyway. Run over. Tovalar, we're going against werewolves. I get it. I also play Aether Eyes and Cyclonic... Oh! Yeah. Aether Eyes is okay. It's attacking creatures. It's fine. But Cyclonic Rift can... Yeah. No green. But I could Cabaretti Courtyard first. Red, Ruby Medallion, Utopia Sprawl. Arrow. I'm going to save Cabaretti Courtyard. Do that. Utopia Sprawl that into... red. You're gonna get, yeah, black from that. Good. Brain is broken. So whenever a wolf or werewolf you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card at the beginning of your upkeep. If you control 3 or more wolves and or werewolves, it becomes night. Then transform any number of human werewolves you control. Really difficult to deal with. I played a Tovalar deck yesterday, got crushed. It made me very sad. Probably not going to play that. I'm going to attack in one. No other access to green. Really nice to no, I can. I can do. Oriora board. Boy. Yeah. I mean, Brawl decks are really... yeah, I'm going to take 8. Hear me out. Hear me out. This is exactly why we have roaming through in this deck. I've only just now Oriora board puts counts on himself too. Yeah. Oh yeah, it really goes nuts. Highly recommend it in any deck. Just put it in everything. Any colour. Just, yeah. What have you got? What have you got? Are they just risking it? I'm risking it. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. Redemption from yesterday that you guys didn't witness, but I got proper thrashed. It was bad. It was bad. This is going to get out of hand fast. It did. My hand. Very fast. That's how I roll. Another Cutsil. I always get Cutsil on these card unlocks. What did I get from Master? Oh, another pack. Give me something, at least give me something good. Thundering Broodwagon. When this vehicle enters, destroy target non-land permanent and opponent controls with mana value 4 or less. I wasn't a fan of Aether Drift at all. Let's get another pack. The Salt Swing. The Salt Swing. Let's just grab a... Let's just grab one of them doodads. And another one. I do love a good Salt Swing. It's just when you're playing against Gruul, you just never know if they've got the anything like, oh, your creature gets 20/20. There is no card that does that, but you know what I mean. Okay, another Banishing Light. Okay. When this creature enters, return target artifact or creature card from your graveyard to your hand at the beginning of your end step. If a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn, or a spell was warped this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Okay, yeah, not bad, not bad. And thought Aether Drift was pretty mid. It was just, this is going to make me sound really old, it was just loud. It was just, all the sound effects on it. I did do the Mastery Pass because I think doing the Mastery Pass is a good thing for every set. I think if you're going to put money into Arena, I think it gets the most for your buck, the most bang for your buck. Yeah. So I did the Mastery Pass on it, but yeah, none of it really appealed to me. I can't even remember, couldn't tell you what decks I was playing. I wasn't streaming then, so I think I was just playing older set stuff from like Lord of the Rings and Friction and stuff. Speaking of Aether Drift, we're going against Sabsunan. That's going to get counters whenever it has even counters. It can attack or block. It's indestructible. She's big. She's wide. She's gorgeous. And she's a frog. We've got some ramp. We've got some counters. We've got ways to put lands from the graveyard onto the battlefield. Yes. 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 Yeah, so it can't attack or block unless it has an even number of counters on it. At the beginning of your first main phase, put a +1/+1 counter on Sabasunan. Then if it has an odd number of counters on it, draw 2 cards. So she's evil. Very, very evil. But hopefully we can be evil too. With, like, a Shire and stuff. If we can get big before she gets big, then hopefully we'll be laughing. But it's Simic, so River's Rebuking, countering, killing stuff, you know, stuff dying and whatnot. Yeah. Roxanne! That's it for that turn. Next turn we'll get out Hearthhull. We've not seen Hearthhull for the past couple of games. And I'll also be... Oh no, I won't be able to station and play Hearthhull. Oh. Whatever. Nerd. Indestructible draw engine. At least I've got a fish. A fish guy. Fine. Yes. Fine. Oh. No attacking, no point. It's just going to have to be, isn't it? There's nothing else I can really do. I'm just going to station it. Station it. Jeez. And station it for the one as well. Why not? Why not? At least we're halfway there. Next turn, Hearthhull will become a flying creature that no doubt will become a business person. You see, you can hear the saltiness, and I know it's there, and nobody wants to watch the saltiness. But Jesus Christ, blue is just the devil. But I still think we can win. Okay. Station. You. Station. You. Then I'm going to play you. Just cancel on you. And then I'm going to do that. To grab a green. You, and then we'll do Roxanne. Kill Pelt Collector. No. Why? What have you got? Oh, fuck off. Okay. Just 2 damage to the face. 1 attacking. And that's it for turn. I think a shine. Let's play Shire. Now, even. We'll put a +1/+1 counter on you, and then we'll bring it on. We'll put +1/+1 counter on you. Let's grab a mountain. +1/+1 counter on. Let's get another one here. Shit, I forgot. Got its into and has reach. Interesting. What I need is scape shift. If I get scape shift, we're laughing. Yeah, I mean, there's yeah. I can do 2 damage to the face. Probably. What lands have I got? Yeah. I was going to say, put all these counters on. Sub-Zeno can't block this turn. Attack him with these 3. Do more damage to the face. Can't block. Yeah, GG, Sub-Zeno. GG. I love beating blow. It makes me feel good. Kill 1 and swing, you win. Yeah, but I can't kill 1 because they when you try and get it for the first turn, it automatically counters. So yeah, I couldn't, unfortunately. But I like you thinking. I like you thinking. And unfortunately, that's all the time I've got for today. But it's been a good day, I think. I think I've sort of shown you that I'm okay at building decks. Sometimes, maybe. And I've definitely made up for the last stream, which was bloody awful. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. it was bad last stream, so I do apologise for that. So that's it. Yeah, that's all the time I've got for today. The deck list for this is on SD on Twitch. It's on the description on YouTube. I'm streaming again tomorrow, so come check that out. I'm going to be playing with Frodo just for something a bit different. I just fancy something other than Edge of Eternities for tomorrow. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you ever so much. Thank you, Josh. Thank you for commenting and watching again. I love you. Yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. I love you all. And until the next time, goodbye, goodbye, bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. Awkward look now where I now find the button to press stop streaming. Okay.